Experts are raising the alarm this morning over the rise in people tracking their partner's location. New research has found 1 in 5 young people think it's perfectly fine to monitor someone's whereabouts. The findings suggest Aussies aged 18 to 24 consider controlling behaviours in a romantic relationship as normal. But how can you tell the difference between tracking for safety and a dangerous red flag? For more, we're joined by E-Safety Commissioner Julie Inman-Grant. Good morning to you. What's the most worrying thing about these findings?
Well, again, these are attitudes around control, and there's a very fine line between digital care and digital control, and sometimes that is not always clear. And there are some great apps that are out there for safety that a lot of us as parents are using. It's really helping young people who are entering their first romantic relationships, and it's all around technology, dating apps, sharing intimate images, tracking through things like snap maps. And this online safety advisory we're putting out kind of helps define what those lines are. So when it starts to feel creepy, or you're love bombed and that turns into manipulation or isolation, you know how to safely get out of that relationship and identify what it is.
OK, 18 to 24, this is a generation that's sort of probably the first lot that have grown up with these sort of tracking devices. A lot of us are on family apps that, you know, we all share our location. Are we setting our kids up for thinking it's normal to track?
Well, I think it's how you do the tracking and how you have those conversations with the kids in your life about why you're doing it, that you're looking after their safety, that you're not surreptitiously putting on Life 360 and not telling them. And this is the difference. We have such important influence in terms of helping our kids learn to establish those digital boundaries, understand things like respect and what privacy is warranted. They're no longer free range, and we have to accept that. But we, again, want to make sure that there's open knowledge that we're tracking each other for safety or because it's a little bit of fun. But to know how to turn that off in a way that's safe and doesn't escalate harmful behaviours, particularly when a determined predator is tracking you.
OK, so when they get in relationships and they say, but I've always been on my family's tracking, you know, app, it's fine. But then is it when the partner thinks it's unusual? Where's the line? And they say, well, it's just for safety.
Well, I think that's hard, and that's when it starts to become nefarious. You could simply say, well, one, I'm not going to share my password with you. That's very common. Or I'm not going to share my intimate images to prove that I love you. I'll let you know where I am. And now what we're starting to see is things like Fitbits or Strava, which are fitness apps, being used to track whether or not a partner is who they're exercising with, how far they're going, you know, are they pushing themselves hard enough to lose weight? Even things like delivering Uber Eats to your lunch place at work to make sure that you're there are ways that common services that we use every day that can be weaponized. So there's so many positive uses. It's really understanding how the manipulation and that creepiness and that feeling of gaslighting that we know makes us feel uncomfortable, what to do about that. And this is really about educating parents and carers, and we'll be delivering free webinars to help young people and young adults navigating these relationships to know where to draw that line.
OK, when it feels creepy. Thank you, Julie. Here's David.